Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been a while since I've done a sit down video for you guys, so it's nice to be able to come on here and chat with you. Some of you may or may not know I recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'm super excited about that. I just want to thank anybody who has subscribed to my channel, who has commented and liked, who shared my video. The support doesn't go unnoticed. I know that I've been super inconsistent, but I'm really trying my best to get you guys some more content. So let me know in the comment section down below what kinds of videos you want to see from me in the future. To celebrate 1,000 subscribers, I thought it would be nice to do the TMI tag for you guys today. So if you guys want to see my TMI tag, then just keep on watching. So I ended up just googling these questions. There's over 100 questions on this list, so I doubt I'll be able to get through all of them, but I'll try my best. The first question asks, what are you wearing? This dress that I got from H&M. Like a few years back. It has a really high split. I don't know, I just felt like getting dressed up today, so I decided to put it on to film. The second question asks, ever been in love? So I have been in love. I'm currently still in love, so your girl has a boo. The next question asks, how tall are you? So I am 5'1.5". So yes, I'm a midget, guys. How much do you weigh? So I normally weigh between 115 and 120. I haven't been on a scale in a while, but I would assume that I'm probably closer to 120 because I've been eating non-stop. So yeah. The next question asks, do you have any tattoos? And then I'm also going to add the next question in it. It says, do you have any piercings? So no, I don't have any tattoos. I am open to getting a tattoo though. I always told myself I didn't want to be one of those people that got a tattoo and then 10 years later they regretted that tattoo that they got. So my sisters want to do like a sister tattoo, so I'm definitely open to getting that with them. I also was thinking when I get married, me and my husband, we could get like matching tattoos on our ring finger. Could be like just like an initial or a wedding date. I don't know, I just thought of the idea. Obviously he'd have to make the decision with me, but definitely something I'm open to. As for piercing, so I just have my 2 ears pierced, and then I have a nose piercing, and I got my ears pierced when I was a baby, and then my nose piercing I got maybe 5 years ago. What is your favorite TV show? So I would say that my favorite TV show is Divorce Court. I love me some Judge Lynn Toller, and I'm really sad that she's not going to be on the upcoming season. I feel like she just gives the best relationship advice, so I'm definitely going to miss her. Something that you miss. So I would say that right now I definitely miss my students. I don't think I've ever shared this with you guys. I am a teacher's assistant, and with COVID-19, schools have been closed for some time. We are now currently officially on summer break. We also don't know what's going to happen in September, so God knows when we're going to go back to school and I'll be able to see my students again. So I really do miss my students. What is your favorite song? So my favorite song is actually, I don't have a favorite song, but I really get hyped every time I hear Best of Me by Maya. I just think it's a whole vibe. Love hearing it in my car. I get super hyped, super amped. I don't know what it is about that song, but I just really love it. And it's not the original version. Like, I like the remix version with Jay-Z. The next question asks, how old are you? So I am 28 years young, as you can see. What's your zodiac sign? So I'm a Libra. Shout out to all my Libras. As a quality you look for in a partner. So I would say a quality that I would look for in a partner is somebody who has a really good sense of humor. I love to laugh. I love to have a good time. I know sometimes I can be a little bit more quiet and reserved. So it's important for me to have someone who I can be comfortable around and be able to kind of pull me out of my shell. So that's definitely something I look for. And just somebody who's overall just down to earth, just has a really chilled personality. Yeah. What's your favorite color? So my favorite color is green. I love green. This question asks, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? So I would say that varies. It depends on what my preparation was the night before. If I got myself, picked out my clothes, made my lunch, it usually takes me about 45 minutes. But if I haven't done anything, that it could take me to an hour. So between 45 minutes to an hour is what it takes me to get ready in the mornings. The next question asks, what are your turn-ons and what are your turn-offs? So I guess this could apply to any relationships. So it's a general question. It doesn't specify, but I would say that my turn-ons are people who are consistent in character and people who are genuine. And my turn-offs would be the opposite of that. I don't like inconsistent people, and I also don't like loud and obnoxious people. the reason why you joined YouTube. So I actually shared the reason I joined YouTube in a previous video, my introductory video, so I will go over it just for anybody who hasn't watched that video or any new subscribers. So I joined YouTube just because I feel like I have a gift and a skill, and I wanted to be able to share that with people so that people can take something meaningful away and learn something new. I also own a clothing business called TAG Couture, and I wanted to kind of be able to use this as a platform to get that out there. So I would say that I have a fear of failure. I think that's most people's fear as well. I also would say that I have a fear of dogs. I know that's probably like surprising for a lot of people, but I don't like dogs. I've actually had a very traumatic experience when I was younger. I am of Jamaican background, so when I was in Jamaica, my older cousin had these like 2 big dogs, and he literally told the dogs to go after me, and I started running and I ended up falling, and it just was a whole big thing. And I've also heard people tell me stories about dogs like biting them. My mom was bitten by a dog, and someone told me how a dog bit them on their lips. So I just don't trust them. I'm not terrified to the point where I'd run away from a dog if I see a dog, but I just don't like, you know, those dogs when you like kind of, they just come into your space and then they start just jumping all over you. If they're super chilled and they keep to themselves kind of thing, I can handle that, and I would even pet a dog like that. But I just don't want them jumping all over me. I feel very uncomfortable. But I would never show that, because I know that if you show them fear, that's when they, like, you know, will attack you even more. So I would say that that is definitely the last show that I watched. The last show that I watched was actually Insecure. The season was really good. I'm looking forward to the next season. Also, do not come for me in the comment section. I am Team Lawrence and Team Issa. I just think that Lawrence is now at a point where he was able to forgive Issa for cheating, and I feel like she is going to, it's not like he cheated on her or whatever. He's having a baby with another woman. They're not together. I know it's a sticky situation. She obviously has to do what's best for her, but I just think that if they want it to work, they can make it work. That's just my opinion. So don't come for me, okay? What's your favorite food? So my favorite food is all things seafood. I love anything that has seafood. I love shrimp, lobster, crab, you name it. If it is not seafood related, then I definitely would say it's like lasagna or pasta and oxtail. But my Jamaican subscribers know that not everybody can cook a very good oxtail. When's your birthday? So my birthday is October 22nd. A place you want to visit? So I would say that I think the Caribbean is just such a beautiful place. I would love to visit different islands in the Caribbean. I've seen pictures of Aruba and Bahamas and Barbados, and I would love to just visit those places. I've been to Jamaica. Jamaica's a very beautiful island, but I've been there so many times that I just want to see more of the Caribbean. So I definitely would love to do like a Caribbean cruise. I was actually supposed to go on one this year, but just like circumstances didn't allow for it, and yeah. Favorite piece of jewelry. So I'd say this is my favorite piece of jewelry. I'm actually wearing it right now, and this necklace was gifted to me when I was a baby by my dad. I have 4 other sisters, so out of the 5 of us, 3 of us were gifted this necklace, and then a couple years back we gifted another one of my sisters this exact necklace. I just think it's very different. It's different from your usual name chains. Normally you see it with the cursive writing. This has like block letters, and I get a lot of compliments on it. This question asks, last sport you played. So I am not a sportsy type of girl. I used to run track back in middle school. I didn't continue when I went into high school, but I did like track. The last sport that I played though was badminton, and I played that with my coworkers, and it made me realize that I'm really out of shape. But I actually did enjoy playing it, so definitely something that I would see myself like playing in the future. Who should answer these questions next? So I am going to challenge September Love, Coily Crown, and Nat Jean to answer these questions next. So looking forward to seeing that video from you guys. When did you have your first crush? I would say I had my first crush when I was in like grade 2. I'm pretty sure grade 2. Yeah, I was young, guys. I think that's when most people like have a crush, no? I don't know. And I went on a date with this guy, and I actually really just didn't like him, but I was just like, okay, like he keeps asking me out, so let me just go, you know, I'm not doing anything. And we went to see a movie, and then after the movie he wanted to dance with me under the moonlight, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like maybe it was even worse because I actually didn't like him, but I just felt like he was just like, he just kept trying to kiss me, and he was just like a really cringy person all around. Like, not even just the date, like he was cringy. So hopefully he's not watching this. What's the worst present you've ever given? I would say the worst present that I've ever given wasn't actually a real present. It was a prank. My sisters, one year, I gave them all like kind of like prank gifts, and one of the gifts was my sister kept asking me for Brazilian bundles. I was like, girl, who has money for Brazilian bundles? But I ended up giving them real gifts along with it, but I gave her synthetic hair and I like matted it up and I said, here are your Brazilian bundles. They were so mad at me that year. And then in turn, my mom saw me doing that to everybody else, so she gave me a stool. Evil. Are you a slow walker or a fast walker? I would say that I'm in between walker. I'm not fast and I'm not slow. Like, I walk like at a medium pace. Have you ever drunkenly called an ex? I haven't drunkenly called an ex. I've texted an ex while being drunk though. I don't even think I was drunk. I was just tipsy. Have you ever had your heart broken? Yeah, I feel like we've all, it happens to the best of us. We've all had our heart broken. You're not gonna go through life without having your heart broken, unfortunately. It's what you do and how you bounce back from it. And yeah, have you been in? So I've been in 3 relationships in my adult years, and if you count like high school relationships, I've been in 5, I believe. I think that's right. So the next question asks, the last person you talked to. So I would say the last person I talked to was my mom. She literally just called me during this video. What's your favorite quote? So my favorite quote is from a poem, and it is, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measures. I would say that this quote is just so like relatable. I feel for me, like personally, I am just now starting a online clothing business for my brand, and it's taken me as long because I was just afraid to just take that risk, and I know that when I put it out there, it's going to be successful. So yeah, I'm just feel like that quote's just really just a powerful and relatable quote. The meaning behind your YouTube name or your other names. So my YouTube name is Candace McLaren, so that is my name, and then I would say TAG Couture is my clothing brand name, and my middle name is TAG, so that's where I got the TAG from. So my name's Candace TAG McLaren, and then I got TAG Couture from my middle name, and that's what I use as my Instagram social media. Okay, so one of the questions asks, if you could change anything about yourself, what would it be? I would say that for me, I'm a very quiet and reserved kind of person. I wish that I was more outgoing and social. So if I could change anything about myself, that's what it would be. Have you ever loved someone but they didn't love you back? I feel like I've been in that position before where the person has loved me but they fell out of love with me. So I would say yes, I've been in a situation where like I've loved someone, or I was in love with someone, and then they just fell out of love. What instruments do you play? So I currently do not play any instruments. I have played the piano in the past though. What's the best present you've ever gotten? I would say the best present that I've ever gotten was a sewing machine. My mom gifted me a sewing machine one year for Christmas, and I feel like this has just led me into everything that I am currently doing with my clothing line and, you know, my YouTube channel. So thank you, Mom, for that gift. Have you ever gone skinny dipping? I actually have not gone skinny dipping. Not very adventurous like that, guys. So do you shave or wax your legs? I do both. I mainly shave them though. The last time you hung out with anybody? Well, with everything going on with COVID, there's not much hanging out going on, but I hung out with my sisters and my cousins and my uncles the other day for my sister's birthday. So that basically wraps up this TMI tag, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys leave in the comment section down below some video ideas that you want to see from me in the future. So bye for now, guys.